EV charging at home sounds amazing, right? I mean, waking up to a full tank every single morning is literally the dream. But, well, then you look at the reality. A proper home solar charging setup, we're talking grid-tie inverters, those heavy stationary batteries, high-power wall boxes, that whole shebang can easily run you thousands of dollars. The hardware alone will practically empty your wallet before you even start turning a screwdriver.
So, that massive cost barrier brings us to a simple but slightly dangerous question. Can we just skip the $1,000 inverter entirely? Like, can we completely bypass that expensive stationary battery storage and push raw DC power directly from salvaged solar panels straight into an EV battery pack for practically zero additional cost? Well, in this explainer, we are taking on a high-stakes maker's challenge. We're using low-cost power electronics to see if we can directly charge the vehicle or if we'll accidentally fry its onboard battery management system in the process.
Okay, let's dive into this. We really need to look at the fundamental science of why standard EV charging is frankly quite inefficient if you're trying to use pure solar power. You see, solar panels naturally produce direct current, or DC, and your EV battery, it naturally stores direct current. But a standard solar setup takes that panel DC, runs it through an inverter to convert it into AC voltage, sends that AC power into the car, and then the car's internal onboard charger has to convert it back into DC to actually store it. Every single time you make that conversion step, you lose 10 to 15% of your energy purely as heat. It is a massive, frustrating energy drain. It's basically throwing power away.
When we contrast these two methods side by side, the inefficiency becomes glaring. On one hand, you have the standard pathway. It's this clunky double inversion process where your precious solar energy is burned off as heat not once but twice. On the other hand, we have our proposed direct DC pathway. Think of it as a smooth, highly efficient stream of pure direct current flowing straight from the solar panels directly into the battery cells. By tapping into direct DC regulation, we completely eliminate those wasteful middleman losses.
But of course there is a catch. You didn't think it'd be quite that easy, right? Electric vehicles won't just blindly accept raw, unregulated power. They are essentially giant rolling computers, and they absolutely demand a strict digital handshake. They require a specific 1 kHz pulse width modulation, or PWM, sent over the control pilot line. This very specific communication wave tells the vehicle's onboard charger exactly how much current it's safely allowed to pull at any given millisecond. So, to make this direct DC rig actually function, we have to build a system that satisfies the car's strict demands. This requires 3 non-negotiable core components. Step 1, we need a solar string producing sufficient open circuit voltage. Step 2, a custom high-efficiency MPPT DC-to-DC regulator or buck converter to stabilize that voltage. And step 3, the real brains of the operation, an Arduino-based J1772 or Type 2 PWM generator to perform that crucial digital handshake.
Now, nature, unfortunately, is totally unpredictable. Out in the real world, clouds happen and solar power drops. To handle this, the Arduino is programmed to dynamically detect passing clouds. When it senses a drop in panel voltage, it instantly reduces the duty cycle signal, adjusting it anywhere from 50% down to 10% on the fly. This is absolutely vital. It prevents the vehicle from pulling more current than the panels can actually produce, which would otherwise drag the solar voltage down and completely collapse the entire system.
All right, the theory is solid, the components are built. Let's set the scene for the live driveway test. It is peak afternoon sun. The solar array is completely illuminated, and our digital telemetry is reading a massive 380 volts of DC power coming straight from the roof. The custom rig is hooked up, our heavy gauge wiring is double-checked, safety disconnects are primed, and the vehicle is plugged in. It's the moment of truth.
Okay, look at that. The vehicle handshake succeeded. The EV dashboard display lights up and immediately says, "Charging initiated." No way! The car's internal computer successfully received our custom Arduino signal, accepted the parameters, and actually opened the contactors to let that raw solar energy flow right in.
And here is the massive success metric of this entire experiment. We are actively pulling 3.6 kilowatts directly from the solar panels into the car. 3.6 kilowatts! And we are doing this without a single AC inverter or intermediate battery bank anywhere in the middle. It's just raw, regulated sun power flowing straight into the vehicle.
But pushing 3.6 kilowatts of raw power means we have to immediately check on those dangerous thermal concerns we mentioned earlier. We set up a thermal imaging camera over the DC to DC converter and the cabling. And the results? The custom heat sinks are operating comfortably at exactly 42 degrees Celsius. That is incredibly stable, proving there's pretty much zero risk of our electronics melting down under the load.
And this brilliantly illustrates the true payoff of this entire kind of dangerous experiment. Just look at the conversion efficiency comparison. Your standard AC charging setup typically hovers around 82% efficiency, mainly because of those dual inverter losses we talked about. But our custom direct DC setup, it hits approximately 96% efficiency. That is a massive leap in energy retention, achieved entirely by just eliminating the middleman hardware.
To bring that 96% efficiency into real-world terms, we can look at the actual impact on your daily commute. Pulling that 3.6 kilowatts of direct power translates to adding roughly 30 to 40 kilometers of driving range for every single hour of direct peak sun. And the absolute best part, because we bypassed the grid and avoided buying expensive inverters, that driving range is being generated at zero ongoing cost.
So you're probably wondering, is direct solar EV charging practical for everyone to go out and build this weekend? Let's summarize the final verdict fairly. On the positive side, as a proof of concept, it is incredible. We achieved a $0 system cost by using salvaged and reused parts, and we hit an astounding 96% conversion efficiency. However, on the flip side, we have to acknowledge that this requires highly specific custom control circuitry. Furthermore, dealing with 380 volts of DC power demands extremely high safety considerations. Let me be clear, it's definitely not a beginner's project. But even if it's not ready for mass consumer plug-and-play just yet, this build definitively proves we can cut out redundant hardware and charge vehicles purely on solar power with almost zero conversion losses. It leaves us with a truly fascinating question. What other expensive, redundant hardware are we blindly accepting in our modern lives just because it's considered the industry standard? When we challenge those norms with a little bit of DIY engineering, the possibilities and the efficiencies are literally endless. Thanks for learning with me on this explainer, and keep questioning the standard.